So we got a 6430 premium we're working on today, and customer had a steering cylinder that was just blowing out oil, dripping pretty good on the ground. You can see a little trail when we backed it in here. Just because the seals are wore out on it. Shaft looks actually pretty good. I don't see any damage on it. But on these steering cylinders, they're built into the front axle here. And in order to get them off, you have to unthread the tie rods out of them. They're a fine thread. And they've got a spot here where you can put a wrench, 2-inch right there. But there's not a whole lot of, so on this end, there's nothing to grab on here. At the opposite end, there's a spot where you can put a wrench in there, but it's not very wide. And normally a normal wrench will not slide in there. And I had a set of these service wrenches here, and they're skinny enough, they fit right in there pretty good, but they just want to spread real good. And I had another wrench that I had ground down, a normal size wrench that I had ground down that would fit in there. But I think it's in my other truck. And so what I ended up doing was got a pair of vice grips here that I ground down the sides on it there, and was able to tighten it up real good and where it would grab. To break it loose, you always want to break loose. Put your wrench on this side and hold the rod there, and then break this side loose first, and then go back and put your wrench in here and break this side loose. If you break this side loose and take it off first, then when you go to remove that side, this side, I've seen it many times where if you take it off there, your wrench will collapse the end of this here, and then you can't get your tie rod back in there. And so you always want to do this side first, then that side. So then there's a snap ring here on the outside, an external one. You drive the guide in, take the snap ring that's in the housing out, and then you can just pull the whole shaft out this side. One other thing on these tie rods, they put Loctite on them from the factory, and so they're really tight. A lot of times the wrench will want to slip and everything, but if you take a little propane heater, heat that up real good, and it'll melt that Loctite in there, and it'll help you get them broke loose then. On some of the bigger tractors, same style, just bigger shaft and everything, there's actually a special tool that will clamp around this, and then it will be able to break it loose then. So we're gonna change out the seals on this cylinder here and get it reassembled.
First round of rehab didn't seem to work for you. After 2 long months at a county jail, I set a table for 2. I said I'll send you back there one last time. Try for gold this year, 'cause your daughter's graduating, and I'm sure she wants you here. Come around September time, we all thought she was good, but there's something in a bottle in a dollar store bag.